All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? Drumser says I'm back. Drumser says hi. What's up, Drumsers? How you doing? Apple Ricky retracted her message, but what's up, Apple Ricky? How you doing? Critic Chris says, hey Frank, everyone. What's up, Critic Chris? How you doing? Everyone, keep smashing the thumbs up right there. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up. Drumser, what's up? Hi, man. I was just busy doing something. My bad on taking long. Team Jellyfisher Fan 1 said hi. What's up, Team Jellyfisher Fan 1? How you doing? If you're new here to the channel, please like and subscribe. Smash the thumbs up. My name is Frank. This is Hollywood Horror Film Club. Today is Horror Sundays, episode 25. Please like and subscribe if you're new here. And smash the thumbs up, guys. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up. Drumser says hi. What's up, Drumser? Apple Ricky said hi. What's up, Apple? How you doing? Long time no see, Apple. I hope you've been kicking ass in acting classes. Apple Ricky says, when I got notified that you were live, I was like, oh shit, I'm coming. Frank also got some good news. Awesome, Apple Ricky. What is the good news? Dominic St. Clair says, hey, what's up, Dominic? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What's the good news, Apple Ricky? What's the good news? Let me know. Let me know as we wait for more people to join up. Let me just go take this stuff back over there to my little sister, guys. I'll be back. Keep smashing the thumbs up. All right, yeah. So yeah. Let's get back to it, guys. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up. Drumser says, still watching WWE Penta. That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. Hell yeah, glad to hear that. Guys, give me a second. Yeah, I'm gonna put the the link to the live in my Instagram quick. I'll be back. I'm back. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up. Critic Chris says, I like old school WWE. I like when it was WWF, bro. In the 90s when they used to go like that, suck it, and all that crazy stuff. That's the WWE was all right too, like in the 2000s and 2010s. It was still kind of like on par with 90s, but WWF was just peak like 90s. Freaking what is it called? It was just made to piss off older people back then. WWE. Apple Ricky says, so I might do a acting class, and the acting coach is Carl from Five Nights. From Five Nights at FNAF, Five Nights on Freddy movie. He got attacked by the cupcake, but I hope I could do it. Hey, that's awesome, Apple Ricky. Glad to hear. Glad to hear that, Apple Ricky. Glad to hear that you're finally making moves. Glad to hear. That's awesome, Apple Ricky. I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. My bad, man. I mean, I'm proud of you, Apple Ricky. Proud of you. Hell yeah, keep going. Keep going for it. Grave Bong Messiah says, make horror movies scary again. Hey, that's what we try to do here. That's what we try to do here on the channel, yo. That's what we try to do here on the channel. Grave Bong Messiah, if you're new here, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you're a horror fan, please, man, smash the thumbs up. My name is Frank. This is Hollywood Horror Film Club, Horror Sundays, episode 25. So, Grave Bong Messiah. So, if you want to see some horror movies, bro, we make our own original fan films here too as well. We got my first original fan film, The Clown, and the rest we got a bunch of Michael Myers fan films and stuff. So you know what? Check it out, man. Check it out and let us know what you think in the comments of the fan films. If we're and you let me know if you think we're able to make horror scary again. Apple Ricky says, I don't do wrestling because it's fake. It's still fun to watch though. It's still fun to watch, Apple Ricky. Critic Chris says, yup, WWF, yup, World Wrestling Federation. That's what it was back then. Before it became World Wrestling Entertainment, like in the early 2000s, I think. Critic Chris says, people hate it, but I enjoyed No Holds. People hate it, but I enjoyed No Holds Barred. That's sick, bro. Wait, hold on. What is No Holds Barred again? Was that like a wrestler? Was that like a wrestler? Drummer says, yeah, nowadays they watch SmackDown, Raw, and NXT. Yeah, I don't watch wrestling no more. I don't do wrestling no more, yeah. Apple Ricky says, I do remember the dude that got his attacked by Chica's Cupcake. He got his face bit off. In Five Nights at Freddy's, right? I think so. I gotta watch it again though. Like I told you, I haven't watched it in a few months. Critic Chris says, I like the stories during WWF era. Yeah, that was peak entertainment. That was peak like Comedy Central style entertainment, you know? It was big. Hey, Bruh, Donald Trump used to come out on WWF, remember? Donald Trump used to be like a character on there too. That's crazy. But it's not the first time an actor has became president. Look at Ronald Reagan. Um, Apple Ricky says, yes, Five Nights at Freddy. Awesome, Apple Ricky. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool that you're going to get to work with that actor from that scene. That's cool, bro. That's cool. I told you, I'm proud of you, Apple. I'm proud of you. Hell yeah, making moves. Critic Chris says, it was a movie starring Hulk Hogan debuting Zeus. Oh, I don't think I've seen it, bro. I don't think I've seen it, man. I don't think I've seen it. Drummer says, there's no disqualifications. You can have double steel chairs. That's cool. Hey, the gore back then in the old school WWF used to look more real though. It used to look more real. Not gonna lie. Apple Ricky says I reacted out to his ass. I reached out to his ass on Facebook. Ah, that's cool, Apple. That's cool. That's why I tell you to keep posting more on Instagram, Apple Ricky. Keep posting more on Instagram. That way you could get Damian Leone's attention. You know that will be on Instagram a lot. Ghost Rider Reddit says, "What's up? What's up, Ghost Rider? How you doing, bro? How you doing today, little bro? How you doing, man? How you doing? How you doing? Please smash a thumbs up right there, little bro. Ghost Rider, come on, smash the thumbs up." Apple Ricky says Donald Trump is orange. Well, yeah, I don't know what he does. Either like he spray tans his face, or he like puts powder. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. He used to look white when I was younger. That dude used to look just white. Now I don't know why he looks orange. Critic Chris says, "Yup." He's seen in one of the events DVDs I got. Yep, Trump is in there, and he's like, I saw all this stuff live, bro, when I was a kid. He's like, they make it look like him and Vince McMahon are gonna fight. They were all trash talking each other with the mics, but I don't think they ended up fighting. Emo Love Kin says, "Hey bud, how you doing?" "I'm doing great." Emo Loves Kin, "I'm doing good. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Just chilling here. It's freaking hot as hell in LA. Got the freaking air conditioner on. Feels great, you know. It feels great to be a horror fan. Hell yeah, glad to see you here, Emo Loves Kin. Please smash a thumbs up, guys. Everyone who just joined the chat, please smash a thumbs up, please. Everyone who just joined the chat, please smash a thumbs up. Please smash a thumbs up, everyone who just joined the chat. I would really appreciate it, guys. Please keep smashing the thumbs up right there. Drumser says a no-hold-barred match. Damn, I forgot what that was, man. I forgot what that was, honestly. It's been so long since I watched all that stuff. Like, damn, dude, I feel old thinking back. Rethinking back, trying to remember, you know? I forgot, though. I forgot, Drumsers. I forgot. Ghost Rider Reddit says Donald Trump is a Trumpy. Well, I think what his name stands for, Trump, is triumphant. Like he's gonna be triumphant over everything. That's crazy, right? Ghost Rider Reddit says, "I'm sad and broken, bruh." Again? That's crazy, man. You know what's crazy, bro? I always attract a lot of friends that are sad and broken. I got a few friends in my real life that are kind of sad and broken themselves too, you know? So I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked, Ghost Rider. Why are you sad and broken, bro? Why are you sad and broken? Let me know in the chat, Ghost Rider. Maybe we can help you out, bro. Maybe I could send you something, you know, so you could feel better, you know? I'm thinking about making the clown action figures. I found this company online that makes custom action figures. And I'm thinking about maybe making some custom clown action figures from my movie, kind of like the NECA figures, kind of style like that. Let me know, guys. Let me know in the chat if I should make clown action figures from my movie. If I should make action figures of my new slasher, The Clown. Let me know, guys, in the chat. Let me know if I should make some action figures. Critic Chris says, "Yeah, Zeus wasn't pro wrestler, made for the movie, but later used as rival/feud for Hogan." All right, that's cool. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Hulk Hogan was pretty cool back in the day growing up. Not so much anymore, but he was cool back in the day. And I was growing up in the 90s and the early 2000s. Apple Ricky says, "I follow Damien's ass on Facebook." Yeah, that's good, Apple Ricky. That's good. Drumser says, "I heard Rey Mysterio is going to retire." That's crazy. I thought he was retired, bro. That dude is seriously still wrestling? That's wild. That's all. Emo Loves Kin says, "You got a haircut." I did, yeah. I did. My hair was growing out long from the sides already. So I had to get a haircut, you know? I don't really like long hair. I used to have long hair when I was younger, like up to here, but I don't know, bro. It's just too hot now, and it's just too much to. It's too much like what is it? It's too much maintenance and stuff for long hair. I just like short hair better. And then when it grows out long, I'll just part it down the middle like Billy Loomis, you know. Critic Chris says Edge was seen WrestleMania 6 in the stands. That's sick. Edge was cool, bro. Edge used to look like the singer from the band Puddle of Mud. Him and the singer from Puddle of Mud, Wes Scantlin, looked alike, bro. I remember my cousin. He used to be a big wrestling fan when he used to live with us here at the house, and we would be watching it, and then I would be bumping a Puddle of Mud on the TV, and he would see the music video, and then freaking he'd be like, "Hey, is that Edge? Is he in a band?" I'm like, "Nah, dude, that's not Edge. That's some other guy." But I could see why you think it's Edge, because they totally look alike with the blonde hair and that funny like chubby face. Yeah, but Edge was cool, bro. Apple Ricky says, I followed the entire Terrifier cast on Instagram and Facebook. That's cool, Apple Ricky. Hell yeah, awesome. Get their attention. Get their attention. Emo loves Kin. Donald Trump is a chump. That rhymes. Critic Chris says, no hands barred steel cage match between Macho Man, Randy Savage, Zeus versus Hulk, Hogan, Brutus Beefcake. Damn, that's okay. I remember now what a barred match is. Yeah, I forgot, bro. It's when the steel cages come down, huh? A cage match, huh? I remember now because you know what popped in my mind? Spider-Man, the first one, Sam Raimi, 2002. Spider-Man 2002. when he's fighting Bonesaw. When he's fighting Bonesaw in a cage match, and then he's like, I didn't sign up for a cage match, but he ends up whooping him because he's a spider, whatever. But yeah, bro, I remember the barred steel cage matches now. I remember that shit. That was a 90s staple, bro. Those cage matches were a 90s staple, bro. That was like peak 90s entertainment. Dude, that's back when a lot of entertainment was geared towards guys. That's back when a lot of entertainment was made for men, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Let's get it up to 20. Let's get it up to 20. Come on. Ghost Rider Reddit says, today I'm going to talk about the apocalypse. Go for it, bro. Go for it. That has to do with horror. That's still horror adjacent. So, yeah, go for it. Apple Ricky says, $25 every month for the online acting class. Bet that's what he said. That's awesome, Apple Ricky. Hell yeah. You better put those good skills to use very well. Hell yeah. Apple Ricky says, Frank, get dreads. Nah, I already had long hair back in the day. Like 15, 14 years ago, I used to be rocking long hair. But now I don't rock long hair no more, bro. First of all, my face looks way older with long hair. Second of all, I don't know, I like short hair better now. It's when I take a shower, I just put a little bit of shampoo in my hair and bam, I'm out of the shower. When I have long hair, I use like half of my whole gallon. Hell no. Long hair is expensive. Emo Loves Kin says, I think you absolutely should. Action figures is a great idea. Hey, thanks a lot, Emo Loves Kin. Yeah, I was thinking that. I've been looking into a lot of different, what is it called? Custom action figure companies, and I found one that's really good that makes figures pretty close to the NECA style. I kind of want to make them I kind of want to make clown figures, kind of like in the NECA packaging like that. Hey, shut up. I want to make clown figures in the NECA packaging style like that, kind of like that, And it'll be articulate kind of, I can't wait to design it. I want to make one at least to see what it looks like. Ghost Rider Reddit says, I'm exhausted and numb by sadness. Hey, Ghost Rider, aren't you 11, bro? And you're exhausted and numb by sadness? Imagine when you become a teenager, you're going to become a full-blown goth by then, bro. Seriously, you remind me of me when I was at that age. I remember I used to be like depressed and stuff. Yeah, when you're a teenager, you just get depressed for like no reason, huh? Pretty much. It's just normal, yeah. So I guess you're a normal kid. Yeah, that'll pass, bro, though. Yeah, I'm glad I don't feel like that no more, though, bro. I just have creative juices just running through me all the time now. We don't got no time to be sad here. Critic Chris says, on Saturday nights, main event, DVD Age points out himself at that event. That's cool, bro. That's sick. That's it. You're making me want to watch wrestling again, bro. Making me want to watch wrestling again. But if I do start watching wrestling, I'm going to start from the 90s, WWF, up to the 2010s when I stopped watching. I stopped watching like around 2011, 2012. Yeah, like around that around like yeah, around 2011, 2012. That's when I stopped watching. Yeah. Critic Chris says, "Yup, both men had to get over the other side of the cage." Yup, like I said, that was a '90s like staple, like a peak staple of entertainment in the '90s, right there. Apple Ricky says, "Guys, it's Frank gets to million subscribers, he gets dreads." Damn, that's gonna take so long to. First of all, it's gonna take me forever to get to a million subscribers. I doubt I'll ever. I doubt I'll ever even get to a million subscribers. Honestly, I highly doubt that. Second of all, growing out the dreads is probably gonna take as long as trying to get a million subscribers. But that's awesome, Apple Ricky, that you believe I could get a million subscribers. Critic Chris says, when I was young, me and my friend wanted to be in WWF, but we thought our tag team name would be the Bash Brothers. Laugh out loud. Hey, yeah, back in the day, bro. Yeah, that brings me to something else that you just reminded me of right now. Back in the day, yeah, like you said, right, Critic Chris? When you're a kid back like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, 13 and stuff like that, like you're like, oh man, I want to be a pro wrestler, right? But you're not, you're probably poor like me and couldn't afford to take wrestling classes or go, get a wrestling coach. So what we did instead is we just made our own backyard wrestling, you know what I mean? We just put like tables, chairs, and just stacked them on each other and just boom, beat each other up like that. Or in your room, you would take off the bottom part of the mattresses and just put the mattresses flat on the floor and just have your own wrestling matches right there like that, I remember doing that, and then I remember putting tables too, and then jumping on them, fools laying on them and stuff like that, stacking up chairs or crates and jumping off of them, dude. That was crazy, bro. Yeah, I remember doing crazy stuff like that. When I couldn't afford to go what is it? Or I didn't know anyone with a wrestling rink, I didn't know any rich kids with a wrestling rink, or I couldn't afford to go to a wrestling coach, So you had to make your own wrestling rings in the back, and yeah, you made your own tag teams, right, with your friends. You would have your own tag, like you would have picked up the bestest friends you had out of the group and make teams and go against each other. I remember all that. Critic Chris says, did Apple Ricky burp? Oh man, I burp all the time, bro. I'm always drinking sodas on these lives because I get thirsty. Apple Ricky says, I also can book auditions. I think that's what he said. That's awesome. Hell yeah, that's good. That's good. I hope you get some benefits from taking those classes. Hell yeah. If you could book auditions, that's badass. Ghost Rider Edit says it's not normal. Yes, it is. Trust me. Oh, you know what? Probably not. At your age, you're 11, huh? You're like 11, right? Ghost Rider. Yeah, it's more normal when you're like about 13 to start feeling like that. I don't know, bro. Maybe you should talk to your parents or something like that, Emo Loves Kin says, oh, so fancy. Sounds like a fun project. Yes, it does, right? Critic Chris said, I still got my Hasbro figures. I stopped for a while during the mid-90s. Awesome, bro. I used to collect in the 90s as well, too, but I used to have almost the whole Jurassic Park collection. I had most of the Jurassic Park 3 collection. I had a few key figures from the Jurassic Park 93 movie in the 90s and a few Lost World toys, but then when we moved, we got all those toys got lost. I don't even know where my mom or my dad packed them, and they got lost on the way to the new house. And then I've been collecting all my life, bro. And then my next collection came about in like the early 2000s. And then I had to get rid of that one too. Dominic St. Clair says, I'm doing film reviews on my channel. That's awesome, Dominic. That's awesome. Glad to hear. I'll check one out sometime. I will check one out sometime because I got some videos to post myself this week here on the channel. I haven't posted any videos lately because I haven't had anything new come in the mail. Honestly, I haven't had anything new come in the mail. So yeah, but I got something new coming in the mail this week. I ordered the Hard Eyes mask. Guys, I ordered a Hard Eyes mask. I'm thinking about doing a fan film for that eventually. I'm doing a Hard Eyes fan film eventually, but I also ordered a Hard Eyes mask yesterday. But yeah, Dominic Sinclair, yeah, that's awesome, bro. Definitely, I'll check it out sometime. I'll check it out. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Come on. Let's get it up to 20. We're so close. We're so close, guys. Let's get it up to 20. Come on. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up, y'all. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up. Let me see. Apple Ricky says, next Saturday I get to meet my idol. I'm so freaking excited. That's awesome, Apple Ricky. Hell yeah, enjoy it, enjoy it. You're gonna have fun. You're gonna have fun. Trust me. I remember when I got to meet Sonya Omar from Scream 5 at the chick who plays Liv McKenzie with the pink hair in Scream 5. I remember when I got to meet her a few months back at Creepy IE. She was very cool, very nice, awesome. She was very sweet. Yeah, so you're gonna have fun, Apple Rick. You're gonna have fun. I didn't get to go to Monster Palooza because, this Friday the 13th fan film has got me kind of broke, but I'm hopefully aiming to go to Creepy IE this fall in September. But if I don't end up going, I'm probably just gonna end up buying the NECA Chucky doll. That's what I'm also thinking. Or maybe if I don't end up going to that, also I'll probably end up getting the NECA Chucky doll and going to Halloween Horror Nights instead. Definitely think about going to Halloween Horror Nights this year. Apple Ricky says I'm probably gonna cry. It's gonna be recorded. Don't cry though, Apple Ricky. Don't cry. Don't cry. Be strong. He's just a regular guy like me and you. I mean, if someone met me, like, I doubt anyone wants to meet me, But if someone met me and they started crying, I'd be like, dude, don't cry. I'm just a regular guy, just gotta keep it chill. I've met famous people before, trust me, and they don't like it when you get all like kind of like squeamish and stuff. Some of them don't like that, They get kind of like, it makes the situation awkward. So I treat them like whenever I meet a celebrity, like I treat them just like a regular person, like I would treat my friends. My mom, my brothers, just regular, just normal. You're like, cool, what's up? Oh, you do cool stuff, awesome. I love your work, bam. Like that. There's no need to get all like, cry, and stuff like that. They're just regular people. Ghost Rider Reddit says, did boys ever, wait, what? Did you boys ever hit in the ball or banana? Yes, bro. That happened growing up, of course. I remember playing like, what is it called? Playing like, what is it called? Dodgeball and getting hit right there. Man, that's horrible. That's horrible. Critic Chris says, yup, exactly. When I got mad, took 3 people to get me off this one guy wrestling. Yeah. It's funny, though. When I would wrestle, though, I couldn't get mad. I know some people get mad. When they're wrestling, but like I couldn't get mad because I know we're just having fun. Even if I got hit hard in the face or something, I knew we're just having fun. So I couldn't literally get mad like I wanna like pulverize you type mad, Like if anything, you just get adrenaline rushes when you get hit, and like it makes you want to defend yourself, But I couldn't get mad and like be mad, like literally like pissed off, Especially when I know it's a sport that I'm participating in. Yeah, but there is some people though. In wrestling that use the rage, the rage and stuff, and that's why you can't get them off some people sometimes because they're going off of rage, not off of strength, and agility and stuff like that. But yeah, bro, wrestling's crazy, bro. I haven't wrestled in years. Last time I tried backyard wrestling was probably like 20 years ago, like the early 2000s, when that game Backyard Wrestling came out. I don't know if anyone here's ever played it, Backyard Wrestling. Apple Ricky says, bro, my ex watches my future movie. He's gonna, wait. Bro, my ex watches my future movie. He's gonna be speechless. I bet. If you're in a movie and then later on, whoever your ex is or whatever, they're gonna see you in a movie. Be like, what the hell? Apple Ricky says, he will probably want me back, but I would say, let me think about that. Nope. That's crazy. Yeah. Critic Chris says, it's funny how they made toy figures from R-rated movies. My parents got me T2 figures, but I couldn't watch the movie. I said it didn't make sense. Wait. I said it didn't make sense. Yeah, bro. Well, yeah, back in the 80s and mainly in the 90s. No, also in the 80s too, though. 80s and 90s, yeah, it was all about making a movie and releasing a toy line after it, pretty much. That's how a lot of toy lines came to be back then, through cartoons, like He-Man, Thundercats, there was a toy line after that, G.I. Joe, stuff like that. So yeah, the 80s and 90s was peak like toy line industry, so the Batman movies, they had toy lines too. Jurassic Park movies had toy lines. Back then it was all about toy lines. I miss toy lines, bro. Small Soldiers. I remember having all those toys, bro, but I lost them all, man. I lost them all when I moved. Sorry, guys, my nose is kind of runny. Let's keep smashing the thumbs up right there, guys. Come on. Let's get it up to 15. Come on, guys. Let's get it up to 15. Let's get it up to 15. Let's get it up to 15. Come on, guys. So more people could join this live stream right here. Please, guys, smash the thumbs up. Let's get it up to 15. Yeah, bro, I got a T2 figure right there. I got the T1000. I gotta get the Terminator figure as well soon, though. Soon. Hey, you know what? I think I do got something to review this week here on the channel. I'm probably gonna review my Terminator 2 Judgment Day T1000 action figure, do an unboxing for it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that. Critic Chris says, Frank, did you have a favorite heel / face of WWF? Hold on. Let me get my tab. Let me get reminded on what that is real quick. Apple Ricky says, remember the kid I told you about, the weirdo in my acting class that made gross jokes? Yeah, Apple Ricky, I do remember that. I do remember that. Why? What's up, Apple Ricky? What's up, Apples? What's going on? What's going on? Do you need the Ghostface Detective Agency to go help you? We specialize in bullies and jerks if you need any help. If you need any ghost faces protecting you, you know? I'm just kidding. Let me see what did Critic Chris say, Frank? You have a favorite heel / face of WWF? Hey, Critic Chris, I forgot about all that heel and face stuff, bro. Honestly, I had to look it up. I forgot who was that. Let me see. Emo Loves Kin says, so what's new on the horror front? Seen any good movies lately? Yes, we're about to get into the horror stuff right now. Apple Ricky says, when he was bothering me, I just ignored his ass. I'm not going to let someone ruin my fun and something I enjoy. Yeah, just ignore him. Trust me, Apple Ricky, just ignore him. Trust me. Just ignore him. Don't even pay attention to him. Critic Chris says, laugh out loud. I know what I'll say to celebrities before I want to, wait, what? Laugh out loud. I know what I'll say to celebrities before, but I forget what I want to say. Nah, dude, they're just regular people. They're just regular people, Critic Chris. You know, it's crazy. When I met Sonia Amar, I also met Jamie Kennedy after. But it was crazy because I wasn't that nervous approaching her, you know, and like, you know, talking to her. But I was nervous talking to Jamie Kennedy. I don't know why, dude. That was weird. I was nervous talking to Jamie Kennedy because I don't know. Maybe it's because he's been around longer and he's like a legacy like star of Scream, you know, a legacy actor from Scream, you know. So I felt more, I guess, intimidation to impress him, you know, and let him know like on my take on Scream and how I view it, you know. And Sonia Amar, she was like more new to the franchise recently, so she was like meeting her was just like meeting any other girl, like just like when I say hi or talk to any other girl on the street, you know, meeting her. But meeting Jamie Kennedy was like really nerve-wracking for some reason. That shit was crazy. But yeah, dude, yeah, Critic Chris, they're just regular people, bro. They're just regular people. Apple Ricky says, Ghost Rider, don't make this disgusting. Ghost Rider Ed says, what happened, Apple Ricky? Emo Loves Kin says, I met Jennifer Love Hewitt at Mom in Orlando when I was 14. That's crazy. That's cool, you see? That's cool. Hey, Emo Loves Kin, were you all like jittery and like fangirling or what? Emo Loves Kin says, at MGM Studios. That's tight. That's awesome. Jennifer Love Hewitt. Yeah, and you know what's crazy is Jennifer Love Hewitt, she lives near Pasadena and Altadena here near me. I heard her house was affected by the fires recently, a few months ago. That sucks. Apple Ricky says, I'm just kidding. Ghost Rider Emo Loves Kin says at MGM Studios. Ghost Rider Reddit says, don't copy the power of mine, Apple Ricky. I was about to click airstrike button. Ha! Airstrike. Hey, Ghost Rider Reddit, is the timeout button like your nuclear button or what? Critic Chris says, your adrenaline goes up when you wrestle and get mad, laugh out loud. It happened because there were 10 of us and the top person wanted me to stay at the second best, if that makes sense. He had 3 guys. I beaten team on me. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Emo Loves Kids says, are you feeling okay, Frank? You sound congested. Yeah. Yeah, I got like boogers. Got boogers in my nose. I got boogers in my nose, yeah. That's why earlier I was going like this. I got like my nose is kind of stuffy. I'm okay though. It's like some kind of like freaking cold or something. Yeah, but I'm fine. But yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy, Critic Chris. That's crazy, bro. Mimo Loves Kid. Oh, we already read that. Critic Chris says, I had T2 RoboCop, WWF, but mostly TMNT, then started on Power Rangers. Yeah, I used to have the Power Rangers as well in the 90s. I had the ones that flipped the heads over on the chest and all that. I had different ones, bro. I had the ones that the helmet came off the head. Those shits were cool. Critic Chris says, what gross jokes, Apple Ricky? Apple Ricky says, I was kidding, Critic Chris. Critic Chris says, oh, okay, Ghost Rider Reddit says, me versus Apple Ricky, roast battle. Oh, no. Roast battle. Go. I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't want you guys to start fighting with each other here. We're supposed to be united here as horror fans. Apple Ricky says, no, Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider says, Uno reverse card, Apple Ricky. Apple Ricky said, have you seen The Exorcist? That was a true story. The Exorcist? I've seen the original Exorcist, yeah. And I heard it was based on some true events that did happen. Yeah. You're right, Apple Ricky. Bro, did you see that Exorcist movie that Blumhouse made, though? Man, I feel like if they would let me, I would have made a scary-ass one. A scary-ass one in the style of the original one. Critic Chris says, heels like $1 Million Man, Mr. Perfect, while Hogan, Brutus Beefcake has faces. Oh, okay, Hogan, yeah. I pick Hogan, bro, yeah. To answer your question that you asked earlier, Critic Chris, I pick Hogan. Yeah, I used to be a big Hogan fan back in the day. Not anymore, though. Apple Ricky says, never say I'll be right back, because you won't be back. I'm going to get another beer. Want one? Yeah, sure, I'll be right back. I remember that. Come on, I grew up with that. I saw that when it was first new, bro. I remember seeing that when it was first a new thing, you know. Also, What's Up and Scary Movie. I remember seeing that when it was a fresh, brand new idea in the thrown into the zeitgeist back in the 90s. Now that's just like pop culture history. What's up? And the Stu Macher line as well. Wicked Milk says, what's up? What's up, Wicked Milk? How you doing? How you doing, brother? Welcome to another episode of Horror Sundays, episode 25. Please smash the thumbs up, Wicked Milk, yeah. Wicked Milk, get us up to 16, bro, please. Get us up to 16 so more people could join us here in the live stream. Please, Wicked Milk. Come on, bro. Please help us out, man. Smash the thumbs up right there. And let us know how your day was, Wicked Milk. Let us know how your day was. What you do today. Apple Ricky says, what's Leatherface doing here? Damn it. There goes my chance with Sid. Oh, yeah, when Billy gets to the party and then and Randy is trying to hit on her too. But then he sees Billy's there, and then he's like, oh, man, they're going to make up, you know? Critic Chris says, yup. Ghost Rider Reddit retracted his message. Wicked Milk says, bro, you should post more BTS pics of the upcoming Friday the 13th fan film. I'm dead curious. Yeah, bro, yeah. Yeah, now we're going to start getting into the horror stuff. We are going to get into the horror stuff. Yeah, Wicked Milk, you saw the behind-the-scenes pictures of my new upcoming fan film. His name is Jason, a Friday the 13th, 2009 fan film. Hell yeah, bro. We made the Crystal Lake sign. We got my homie Brian. He's gonna be playing some kind of like redneck white guy, you know. He's half Mexican. He's white and Mexican, but he looks more white, so he's able to play the redneck, you know. And then we also got my friend Red Death. He doesn't like letting people know his real name, but they call him Red Death, the Red Death, because he always wears a skeleton helmet at the nightclub. But yeah, he'll be playing Tommy Jarvis, my reboot Tommy Jarvis. And we got my tall freaking cousin Mikey, my cousin Mikey, bro. That fool's tall as hell. That fool's gonna be playing Jason Voorhees, the 2009 Jason. Bro, the set was awesome when we were shooting Wicked Milk. The set was beautiful. We were up in the freaking woods by my house. We made the entrance to Camp Crystal Lake. We had Jason hiding. We had Sackhead Jason, to be precise. We had Sackhead Jason hiding in the freaking forest. Oh man, it's gonna be great, bro. You guys are gonna love this shit. I've been wanting to make this Friday the 13th fan film for like 16 years, bro. Since that reboot came out in 2009, and I saw it in theaters. I was like, they're like, whoa, dude, like the way they shot it and stuff looked really simple, you know? It looked really easy. And that I honestly wanted to make this fan film then, like in 2009, but I was even gonna buy a Jason mask back then and stuff and start seeing what I could do, but like the cell phones weren't you know, they just weren't what they are now, you know, the iPhones, you know, so it was harder to get movie quality shots back then, you know, so I had to wait like 16 years. But yeah, Wicked Mill, you're gonna love this, bro. This Jason is gonna be brutal. He is a menace, dude. It's gonna be awesome. Fan film. It's like I said, it serves as a sequel to the 2009 reboot. I always wanted to see a sequel to it, and this is gonna be like my little vision that I came up with in my brain, you know. So you know, it's gonna be fun, bro. It's gonna be fun. I'm probably even thinking of throwing a little kickback with my friends here at my house and watching it. Have some beer, you know, and stuff like that. Who knows? Ghost Rider Edit says, can you survive zombie apocalypse? Maybe, bro, maybe. If I have a lot of guns and explosives, even fireworks that you can make into a freaking half sticks of dynamite and stuff. Yeah, especially if the zombies are not agile. Hey, Ghost Rider Reddit, especially if the zombies are not agile, if they're like the old school, like slow zombies, like George A. Romero zombies, the ones that just like are really slow, definitely could survive it. But if they're like Resident Evil style, agile, fast, jumping everywhere, World War Z zombies, then I don't know, man. It's gonna be a little harder. Apple Ricky says Stu is my absolute favorite killer. Yeah, Stu's cool. I like Billy. I like Billy more because we have the same hairstyle. Well, I don't have my hair like that right now. It needs to grow out, but I like Billy more. Stu's cool too, though. I like Stu as well because he just does it for no reason. Emo loves Kim. Well, I was 14. I was pretty excited. I was in a wheelchair, but she gave me hugs and kisses. But I have a speech impediment. But I got a picture with her. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's still awesome. That's still awesome. Emo loves Kim. And this was a while ago, you said, huh? This was before people were posting their pictures like that on Instagram or any of that, you know? When you would take a picture with a celebrity back in those days, you just kept it for yourself, you know? You would show your friends, you know, but you had nowhere to post it back then. Unless MySpace or Facebook, probably. Wicked Milk says, always come back. Matthew Lillard. Yep, he does. He does always come back. Jaylene Benetti says, hi, what's up, Jaylene? How you doing? We got Jaylene in the chat right here. My little sister's friend. They have the same name. Ghost Rider Edit says, the wet milk. That sounds disgusting. Jaylene Benetti said, hi, what's up, Jaylene? How you doing? How you doing, little Jaylene? Glad to see you here in the live. Please smash the thumbs up, yeah? Please smash the thumbs up. Critic Chris says, Jesse Ventura was a big voice in WWF and action movies during 80s and 90s. Yeah, I forgot about that. I mean, that's a name I haven't heard in years, Jesse Ventura. Action movies, yeah, I remember now. Ghost Rider Reddit says, I always come back, William Afton. That's awesome, bro. Cool quote. Jaylene Bennett says, my dad's friend, his name is Brian. That's awesome, Jaylene. That's awesome. That's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I've had a lot of friends named Brian throughout my life. Countless, bro. Countless. Apple Ricky says they're making a Tarzan horror movie called Tarzan the Jungle Beast. That sounds awesome. I think we could use a horror Tarzan movie. Enough with all that simp stuff with Tarzan and Jane, huh? We need a killer Tarzan, like in the books. If you guys ever read the Tarzan books, The old school ones, the old Tarzan, not the Disney Tarzan, not Disney's Tarzan. I'm talking about the old Tarzan books from like I guess probably the 40s or the 30s or whatever, or the 50s, I don't know, 60s. I forgot when. But yeah, Tarzan is a savage killer, bro. He kills animals. He kills his stepfather, the gorilla Kerchak. You know, that fool's crazy. That fool was crazy. Wicked Milk. Jaylene says hi. Hi, Jaylene. Wicked Milk says Brian Moser. JK. Yeah, yeah, bro. The homie Brian's gonna be playing a redneck that lives in Crystal Lake and takes a wrong turn. Critic Chris says Frank. Was the Pretty Woman Leatherface mask made from Elizabeth's face in Leatherface movie? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. The Pretty Woman mask. I gotta get that mask also. I also gotta get that mask. But this one's my favorite though. This one's my favorite one though. But yeah, I also gotta get the Pretty Woman mask though as well because I want to be doing I'm gonna be doing a Leatherface fan film hopefully next year if I could squeeze some room in there. I don't know though. I don't know if it was though. If it was made from Elizabeth's face, bro. Honestly, don't know because when we see the mask, it's already really dry. I don't think he was able to dry the skin that fast, bro. Unless he like put some kind of chemicals on it and stuff like that, you know. But I don't know, bro. Jaylene says hi. What's up, Jaylene? Apple Ricky says I'm mini Great Dag. Oh yeah, you are Great Dag, huh? You look like Dag Fairch. Apple Ricky says in the kitchen where she belongs. Ghost Rider Reddit says it's running, jumping, bloodlusted zombie. Yeah, I'll probably die then. That's an agile zombie. I'll probably die, bro. Apple Ricky says, you know James McAvoy? He played Bill in It Chapter 2. I think so, yes. I've heard the name before. It sounds familiar. Jaylene says, great. Hey, Jaylene, can you smash the thumbs up? Jaylene Benetiz, can you please smash the thumbs up right there? Get us up to 16. So more people could join our live stream right here. Please, Jaylene, can you please smash the thumbs up? Ghost Rider Reddit says, the slimy white fluid. Oh, that's gross, bro. Is that what's going to be oozing out of the zombie? Is that what's going to be oozing out of the zombie? Wicked Milk says, depends on the type of zombies, though. If it's like The Walking Dead or Dawn of the Dead, it's easy as fuck. But if it's like World War Z or Left 4 Dead / Zombieland, hell no. Those aren't even zombies. They're infected. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, if the zombies are super agile and fast, like Resident Evil, World War Z, all that stuff like that, all the fast zombies, then yeah, I'll definitely die, bro. I'll probably let them kill me just so I wouldn't have to go through the stress of trying to survive them. If it's like George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead or Dawn of the Dead and stuff like that, then I think that would be easy, right? Because those are just slow zombies. I think in realities, the zombies. What do you guys think? You guys think zombies would really be agile and fast if there was really a zombie outbreak, or do you think they would be slow and incompetent? You know. Let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know in the chat. If there was a real zombie outbreak, do you guys think the zombies would be fast and agile and quick, or will they be slow and incompetent? Apple Ricky says, I would cast James McAvoy to play Henry in my Five Nights at Freddy series. He looks like Henry. That would be cool, yeah. That would be cool. That would be cool. Apple Ricky Wicked Milk says, imagine Hell's Kitchen horror movie, laughing my ass off with Gordon Ramsay as the killer. Hey, that would be cool. Or someone makes a mask of Gordon Ramsay, some chef. Hey, yeah, bro, we don't have a chef killer, huh? We don't have a chef killer. Think about it, bro. We don't have a killer that literally wears the chef hat, the apron, and the clothes, you know? We need a slasher movie like that now. It could be a movie about some guy. It could be a movie about some people working in a restaurant, you know, and so either it could be a whodunit, like it could be a whodunit. We have to figure out who the killer is until the end, or someone could go crazy and become the killer. We already know who the killer is, but that would be cool though. That would be cool to see a slasher movie with a chef killer with like the chef hat and everything and the apron. That would be cool. Wicked Milk says, if you don't cook good, you're dead. Hey, that's like the tagline right there, bro. That's like the tagline. If you don't cook good, you're dead. Dude, man, I got so many original slasher movies I want to make this upcoming year, man. Oh, dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. I still gotta finish Friday the 13th. That's in production right now. And then, well, since that there's like riots going on in LA right now, I'm gonna have to postpone Night Stalker until the riots calm down. The Richard Ramirez fan film, I'm gonna have to wait until the riots come down to start shooting that because I need to shoot that in downtown and Hollywood. So that's impossible right now. So what I am probably gonna do is I'm gonna do my Halloween fan film for the fall. We're gonna do a Halloween Ends fan film this fall. We're gonna do a Halloween Ends fan film, Reaper of Haddonfield, and then after that, we're gonna try to squeeze in a Thanksgiving fan film, and hopefully by January and stuff, I could start shooting Night Stalker, and then hopefully and the Clown 2, right? We gotta get the Clown 2. We gotta get the Clown 2 going eventually. Clowns. Jaylene Benetti says, I might go to your house soon. That's awesome, Jaylene. Are you gonna come with Jaylene as well? Are both Jaylene's gonna be here today? That's awesome. Critic Chris says, Frank, should more women be killed such devoured in Jurassic World movies like the one in the first film? Oh, wait, what? Well, I mean, I always wondered that stuff growing up as a kid. That's crazy, huh? It's crazy you ask me that, bro. But as a kid, I always wondered why in Jurassic Park, how come the dinosaurs never deliberately like attack the women? Like, yeah, they went after them and stuff, but I always wondered how come they didn't literally just jump on them and eat them, Until I got older, I realized why. But I mean, yeah, I always used to wonder that stuff, and like, yeah, it would add to the realism, bro. It would add to the realism. That's what makes the first Jurassic Park a kids movie, because it has some horror stuff going on still, but that's what makes it a kid movie, because like the kids and the women survive, and like three other guys survive. But to be more realistic, yeah, like the women would have to get eaten too as well. So Jurassic World, and I love the first Jurassic World. It was awesome. Jurassic World, what is it? Fallen Kingdom was all right too. It was like whatever. It had more of a horror movie vibe. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom with the Indoraptor. He was kind of like a slasher, huh? He was like in the shadows all the time, stalking like a slasher. It was all right though. It was all right. Jurassic World, what is it? Dominion was all right too. I liked it too. I'm gonna go see Jurassic World Rebirth in a few weeks. That's gonna be good. But yes, bro, Critic Chris, that would add more to the realism if they ate more women in the Jurassic Park movies. Like if you watch if you want to watch some dinosaur movies where women get devoured, bro, watch the Carnosaur series. Watch the Carnosaur series by Roger Corman. This movie came out a few months before Jurassic Park. But I don't even think he was trying to compete with Jurassic Park. He was just trying to have a dinosaur movie out. But yeah, watch Roger Corman's Carnosaur, Carnosaur 2, and Carnosaur 3, Primal Species. Those dinosaurs are don't show any mercy to anyone. There's a scene where a raptor tears off a woman's arm, and then he eats her stomach while supposedly like she's pregnant or something. That's wicked, bro. That's wicked. Supposedly the chick is pregnant and the raptor is eating her stomach, bro. Like tearing her flesh out. Imagine that. That is just dark, bro. Like that baby's getting ripped apart and stuff while his mom's dying. That's crazy, bro. Jaylene Benetti says, I'm going to hang out with Jaylene. That's cool. That's awesome. Jaylene says, I did. Aporeki says, Jaylene, tell my niece, young Uncle Michael says hi. Aporeki, that's not my Jaylene. Aporeki, that's not my Jaylene. That's not my Jaylene. That's not my Jaylene. I think that's her friend. Aporeki. That's not my little sister, Jaylene. That's her friend, Jaylene. Ghost Red Reddit says, no, the slimy white fluid from the Art the Clown. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. That's nasty too, though. That's nasty too as hell. Critic Chris says, Frank, where would you take refuge at during a zombie apocalypse? Where would I take refuge at during a zombie apocalypse? I would try to find the nearest military base. If not that, then head to the desert, bro. Head to the desert and then try to find the nearest military base. So I would try my best to pack waters, like a few, like maybe like 20 gallons of waters in a truck or a car, of canned food and stuff like that lasts us months. You know, food that could last months, like chips and stuff like that. And like I said, I would either hit the desert or try to find the nearest military base, and hopefully there's people there, or hopefully there isn't, because they might think I'm infected, you know. So hopefully it would be abandoned, you know, so I could just sneak in and just make it my headquarters, you know. Yeah, because anywhere where there is gonna be like a large amounts of people, it's gonna be bad if there's a zombie outbreak, because there's gonna be zombies everywhere. So if you're in the suburbs, if you're in the inner city, you're screwed, because there's just a bunch of people there. So there's gonna be mountains of zombies everywhere, a sea of zombies everywhere, you know. But yeah, oh shit, my man. Critic Chris says, I think zombies would be slow, at least I hope. I hope so too, bro. Honestly, yeah, to be realistic, I think honestly, they would be slow. They would be slow, right? Especially if they're supposed to be the Walking Dead, like literally the Walking Dead. Like, I think zombies would be slow, bro. I think they would be slow. The only reason why zombies are fast in Resident Evil is because of the T virus, you know? That's the only reason they're fast, because the T virus is a it's a freaking virus designed by scientists, by humans, you know. So they know what specific germs they put together in order to create this virus, you know. And they know what they're putting in it to make the zombies agile and fast, you know. So I think real zombies would be slow, yeah. Like Jason Voorhees. Trish Farley says, yo, I'm back. What's up, Trish Farley? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to another episode of Horror Sundays, episode 25. We're on the 25th week here. We're on the 25th week here. Hell yeah, we're on the 25th week here. Please smash a thumbs up. Yeah, Trish Farley. Smash a thumbs up, Trish Farley. Please get us up to 17. So more people could join this live stream. Please, Trish Farley, please. Smash that thumbs up right there. Please help us out. So more people could join us here in the live stream, Trish Farley. Wicked Milk says, I think in a real world scenario, the rabid zombie type is more probable. A fast zombie? You think so? You think the rabid, like fast and stuff, like all over the place? That's possible too, though. Yeah, that is possible. But I think that would only be possible if these zombies were getting bit by something or infected by something, you know? I think the old school style zombies like George A. Romero, where it's just the dead rising, basically, you know. I think those are different type of zombies than like Resident Evil zombies, or more agile zombies that are fast, you know, because zombies that are agile and fast in most movies, you see that it's either some kind of virus, some kind of what is it, synthetic, you know, something synthetic that makes them like that, or they get bit by some kind of animal or something that's already infected, you know. Apple Ricky says, ew, who wiped shit on my walls? Ah, Apple Ricky, not you with that again. That's funny, though. Apple Ricky says, Frank, that was you. That was me in the 90s. That was me in the 90s. 1998, 97, 99, probably even 2000. Even 2001, probably. Emo Loves Kin says, I haven't seen any of the Jason movies, but I heard his backstreet. I heard his backstory, and I kind of understand his reason for killing, but he kept killing after. He can't justify killing people. Wait, hold on, let me read that again. I haven't seen any of the Jason movies, but I heard his backstory, and I kind of understand his reason for killing, but he kept killing after. He can't justify killing people. You don't know. Oh, well, yeah, I guess so, yeah. I understand Jason's motives, too. His mom got killed and stuff like that. He was probably bullied as a kid as well. But what's happening, though? So what's happening with Jason is that he kills people who enter his campground, you know? He kills people who enter his campground. His campground is off limits. That's his, you know? That's for him to reminisce and live in, you know? So if he sees outsiders there, he's going to take them out, you know? He's going to take them out. I also think it's sometimes like a Michael Myers situation as well, where he's just stuck in his trauma and he just keeps killing people because he's just stuck reliving the first murder he committed, you know, or something like that, you know? I love Jason. Jason's awesome. Critic Chris says, have you seen The Walking Dead? Would you walk around like the Whispers wearing a dead face mask to blend in with the dead? Oh, that would be cool, right? I don't know though, bro. I don't know. If real zombies were real, if zombies were real, um, and you try to like put on prosthetics and shit to try to blend in with them, I think zombies I think zombies know when something is a zombie, bro. Because remember, zombies are all together like in a whole crowd, just bumping into each other, you know? So I'm pretty sure they know the smell that another zombie gives off, you know? So I'm pretty sure they could smell other rotted zombies around them, you know? And see. So yeah, you could put prosthetics on and try to blend in with them, but I feel like if you're a human that is not rotted or zombified, I feel like they're gonna be able to sniff you out. You know, I think they're gonna be able to sniff you out and eventually eat you or whatever zombies do. So you know, I mean, that's crazy. But yeah, I think that did work in The Walking Dead, didn't it? I remember seeing that episode. Ghost Rider Reddit said the zombies were real. Somehow they would be slow and dumb and not agile, flexible, quick because they're rotten and their nervous system would be almost destroyed. Like they don't have subconsciousness. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying too, as well. You know. So I don't think they would be agile. The only way they would be agile is if like they would, if the only way they would, as zombies would be agile, bro, is if these were government-made zombies. You know, if these were zombies made by the freaking government, that's the only way. Critic Chris says, Frank, now would be a good time to make a zombie film and using footage during the riots in LA. Hey, brother, Critic Chris, bro, I was just thinking that, bro. You see, our brains are connecting. The electricity is going back and forth through the phone screen. Zzz, zzz. Yes, yes. Critic Chris, now that you mentioned zombie movies, yes. Me and my friend Red Death, my actor who's playing Tommy Jarvis in my Friday the 13th fan film, we were on the set of Friday the 13th, and we were also talking about eventually doing a zombie movie. Yeah, a zombie movie sounds fun, bro. Especially all the prosthetic effects I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna buy a bunch of Tinsley transfers, bro. A bunch of Tinsley transfers. Yeah, bro, a zombie movie would be good. A zombie fan film or whatever, or our own original zombie movie would be awesome to make. I'd be down. I'd be down. But I just gotta squeeze it in into the movies that I already got planned, you know. But I'm down. Eventually, yeah. Eventually, definitely a zombie movie will be badass. We were also shooting. We were filming on Friday the 13th. This Friday, this 2 days ago, we were filming some scenes for the Friday fan film, and we were looking around the location we were filming, and we were like, bro, we should make a Leprechaun fan film as well. We just gotta find like a midget or something, someone short, or maybe one of my other niece that she could probably get a little bigger when she could talk. Dude, imagine making a Leprechaun fan film. That would be awesome. That'll be awesome. The Mighty Sparrow says, "Hey, bro." The Mighty Sparrow says, "How you doing?" Hey, I'm doing great, Mighty Sparrow. I'm doing great, bro. Glad to see you here on the live stream, bro. Here at Horror Sundays, episode 25, here on the channel, bro. Please smash the thumbs up, yeah, Mighty Sparrow. Please smash the thumbs up, yeah, bro. Get us up to 18, so more people could join this live stream, Mighty Sparrow. Please, bro, get us up to 18, man. Smash the thumbs up, man. Mighty Sparrow, please smash the thumbs up. Get us up to 18, bro, please. Apple Ricky says, your sis loves my Pale Girl video. I love it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, she likes a lot of the stuff you do, Apple Ricky. We got to get her acting soon again. We got to get her acting soon. But she won't be, yeah, my little sister won't be acting until we do our Child's Play fan film. Well, she has to start raising up money, though, for some of the props we're going to need, though. Yeah, so I don't think you're gonna be seeing her in a film until then. Critic Chris says, laugh out loud, Frank. People got upset over the woman being swallowed up the hole because she was hot. She wasn't that hot. She was like whatever, bro. But I mean, I didn't get mad. I actually thought it was cool. I was finally like, yes. I was like, finally, Jurassic World is actually going for some realism here because these dinosaurs, bro. Dinosaurs don't pick and choose who they're gonna eat, bro. They eat anything that's moving, that looks alive, and that looks like a snack to them. You know, it's like freaking lions. Like, you know, you go to the Sahara in Africa, you know, and chill there. No matter what gender, whatever you are, a lion or a freaking leopard or something is gonna try to eat you. It doesn't matter. Dinosaurs were the same way, bro. They were animals. They weren't calculating there. It's crazy because in movies they make dinosaurs seem like calculating killers, but they were really just animals trying to feed, you know. So that's the thing. So it's crazy, you know. But yeah, I didn't care if she got eaten, bro. It just added more to the realism of the movie. And she wasn't that hot. She looked like a straight up like narcissist wearing like Louis Vuitton and Gucci stuff, you know, with those black giant bug glasses. Critic Chris says, carnivore movies, how many of them have been made? No, not carnivore. Critic Chris, it's called Carnosaur. Carnosaur. They're free on YouTube, bro. They're free on YouTube. There's like three movies. There's like three movies called Carnosaur, and then there's another one called a Raptor with Eric Roberts in it. Surprise, surprise. What is it called? Emma Roberts' dad. That's crazy, bro. Like when I first saw that movie, Raptor, I didn't think that was actually Emma Roberts' dad. I thought that was another Eric Roberts because it was such a low budget movie, you know. That's crazy though. But yeah, Critic Chris, yeah. So like four of them have been made, you know. So yeah, they're called Carnosaur. Critic Chris, look them up on YouTube. They're free. They're from the '90s. They're like slasher dinosaur movies, you know? It's basically Dino Crisis, the movie, you know? If you ever played Dino Crisis, the game is basically Dino Crisis, the movie. Especially the second one. Aporiki says, how was Damien from the Omen born? Damien from the Omen? I think he was, oh yeah. Whoa, there's a movie called The First Omen, and there was this girl. There was a prequel to The Omen like last year, and there was this girl that I think she joins like these nuns in like some kind of like a nun, some kind of orphanage and stuff, and then they use her as some kind of sacrifice, and she gets impregnated by Satan. You know, I can't say how, you know, but she gets tied up by the cult, and then like some like black spirit or shadow goes over her, and it impregnates her. In the Omen. So that's how Damien was made. Wicked Milk says, to be honest, in a real world outbreak, I'd be more like an infection type thing, rage virus vibes, like stuff we've actually seen in the past pandemics. Not technically zombies, but we still call them that. So you're probably talking more like the zombie outbreak in Florida. Remember in Florida there was some fool that was eating some guy's face back like in 2012. Hey guys, Wicked Milk. Are you comparing it more to something more mild, like that zombie attack that happened in 2012 in Florida, where they found some homeless dude eating some dude's face, or no, where they found some dude eating some homeless dude's face? Critic Chris says, I think I want to take refuge in a mall or prison with fences still up good. I would go to a military base, bro. Guns in a mall. I feel like eventually the zombies could get into the mall. You need guns, bro. You would need guns in a zombie outbreak. You would need guns, dynamite. Shit. I would also make Molotov cocktails. You need a lot of supplies, bro. You need a lot of guns. You need a lot of ammo. You need knives too, and everything, just in case you run out of guns. You can stab them in the head or something, you know. So the mall wouldn't be the first place for me to go. For me, the first place for me to go, like I said, would be heading to the desert first, and then to a military base, and then trying to find the military base. Critic Chris says, I think I want to take. I read that. Critic Chris says, Frank, would you take in other people in your refuge, or just leave them to survive on their own? I would take some people in the beginning. Yes, I would take some people. We would need to create some kind of like some kind of community, you know, some kind of militia, you know. So I would take some people in. I would take some people in the beginning. In the beginning, I would take quite a few people in. But as time goes on and I start getting settled with my crew, I'm gonna start tightening the gap on who gets in now, you know, because I want to keep my colony for me, you know. I want to keep my colony for me, and other colonies are gonna have to figure out how to fend for themselves, you know. So in the beginning, yes, I would take people in, people around me, people near me, you know, people I know. Yes, I would take them into my colony. But after a while, we would stop taking just random strangers in because you wouldn't know who's trying to infiltrate and maybe try to come in infected already with the virus and trying to take us out, or maybe trying to infiltrate into our facility and leaving and planting what is it, planting virus, infected things there to take us out and them escaping. So yeah, after a while it would get hard to trust people. After a while it would get really hard to trust people, bro. So yeah, after a while I would cut off, probably not all contact. Well, I wouldn't cut contact, but I would stop letting so many people join our colony, and they would have to be what is it called, scanned really good. So yeah, bro. The Mighty Sparrow says, "Have you seen Alice in Borderland?" No, I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. I don't think so. All this border talk right now, man, it's getting annoying. All this border talk, bro, and the TV, all the border talk, Homeland Security, Trump, border talk, Tom Homan, border. It's crazy, bro. Wicked Milk says, bro, Alice in Borderland is good as fuck. I haven't seen it, bro. I haven't seen it. I just think it's ironic. Alice in Borderland. I'm a Mexican, and all the border stuff going on right now, so it's pretty funny. It's just ironic. Apple Ricky says, would you hug Skeet Ulrich? Probably not. Probably wouldn't hug him. He's a dude like me. I'd probably go like this to him, like, hey, what's up, man? Like, what's up, dude? Like that. But I don't know if I would, like, hey, Skeet, let me give you a hug. I don't know, bro. That would be kind of weird. Nah, that's not me. I'd probably, like, when I met Jamie Kennedy, I didn't hug that fool. I just went like that to him, classic LA handshake, and then we just stood together and took a picture. That was about it. But I wouldn't hug him, bro. That's not my thing. I hugged Sonia Amar. I hugged her because she's a girl. So I was like, she even like stood next to me. She was letting me hug her too. So I was like, what's up? And we took a picture together. But I don't think I would hug Skeet Ulrich, Apple Ricky. That would be kind of weird. We're both dudes. The Mighty Sparrow says, has the second season came out. The second season of what, Mighty Sparrow? Oh, of Alice in Borderland? No, I haven't seen that. Critic Chris says, I'd hate to deal with fast zombies. Gets harder to survive as you get older. Yup, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Jaylene Benetti says, Frank, bye, Frank. Tell Jaylene that I said hi. Jaylene, take care. Jaylene says, never mind, I'm going to stay okay. Stay then. Wicked Milk says, Alice in Borderland Season 3, finna be sick. I got to check this show out eventually. Critic Chris says, The Walking Dead started with fast zombies, but I think they slow down as they decay over time. Yeah, that also makes sense too, though. That would make sense too in a real world scenario. They start out fast, right? Like, yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense, right? Especially when the zombies are recently deceased, it would make sense for them to be fast, right? Because the body's brand new, the bones are new still. Yeah, the person's dead. The person's a zombie now, but the body's still good. It's still young, especially if it's young zombies in like their 20s and 30s. Oh yeah, that body gonna be good for a minute. But eventually, it makes sense for it to start slowing down as the body starts aging, right? Yeah, that does make sense. The Mighty Sparrow says, I can't wait for it. Apple Ricky says, if I see someone making out in the gym shower, I'm recreating the shower scene from Terrifier 3. I'm dressing as I. Yeah, hell yeah. I do the same thing. I'd be like, yo, keep that at home. Like, yo, do that at home, bros. Like, this is the gym. Definitely. It makes sense why Art the Clown probably killed that couple in the shower, bro. He was probably at the gym himself, and he's like, bro, I don't want to see this shit. Do this shit at your own house, Wicked Milk says, yeah, The Walking Dead season 1 and 2. We can spot some jogging zombies. They could also climb and break stuff. Yeah, I remember watching the first 3 seasons, but then I got into Sons of Anarchy. And then I started watching that instead. Hey, supposedly Sons of Anarchy and Walking Dead were in the same universe or something. I heard something like that before. Wicked Milk says they bought those types of zombies back in season 11. Now are bringing back running zombies in the Walking Dead spin-offs. Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, that's sick, right? That's sick. Vanny says hi. Wicked Milk says howdy. Vanny says hi. What's up, Vanny? How you doing, Vanny? If you're new here to the channel, please like and subscribe, and welcome to Hollywood Horror Film Club Horror Sundays, episode 25. Please smash the thumbs up right there. Yeah, Vanny? Get us up to 19, please, Vanny. Please smash the thumbs up right there. Please get us up to 19, Vanny. The Mighty Sparrow says, I wonder if he what? Evil Loves Kid says Trump is a zombie movie, huh? For real. Just look at downtown. Trish Farley says, yo, what's up, Trish Farley? How you doing? How was your day, Trish Farley? How was your day? Apple Ricky says, would you do a Jaws fan film? Yeah, I could try. Yeah, that would be cool. I would have. It would be kind of hard though. It would be kind of hard because we would have to be filming at the beach, and then I would have a fin. I would have to use a fake shark fin and stuff. So like, I don't know. It might attract the wrong attention. But I would be down to try it though. I would be down to try it. It seems interesting. I was at the beach a few weeks ago with some of my friends, and I was sitting there on the sand on my skateboard, and I got my phone out, and I started wondering if I did make a Jaws fan film, how would I shoot this, And I was right there trying to figure it out, and I was like, well, we could have someone just like, swimming with the fin, and then I'd go in the water, and then we probably, I could figure it out. The Mighty Sparrow says, do you watch Korean horror? I haven't in a while. Last thing I saw of that was what, the Ringu? Wicked Milk says, what's up? Critic Chris says, okay, I'll try finding them on Tubi tonight. They're on Carnosaur, bro. It's free on YouTube. Critic Chris, Carnosaur's free on YouTube, bro. Just put Carnosaur. Ryan Miller says, what up, Frank? Ryan Miller says, he took PCP and ate a guy's face. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. That was crazy, right? Critic Chris says, Frank, if you took people, would you ask them the 3-question Rick's group asked to decide who would you let in? I forgot the questions he would ask. I forgot the questions. Apple Ricky, retracted message. Critic Chris says, that's one of the things I loved about The Walking Dead is it brings up good questions on how / what would you do if yourself in a group to survive? Yep. That was a badass show, right? Apple Ricky says, I would hug Ski. I wouldn't. I'm a dude. Ghost Rider Reddit says, if I ever make a zombie apocalypse movie, I'm going to name it. You're going to name it? It? You're going to name it? What are you going to name it? It? Apple Ricky says, I was in a college bathroom in Terrifier 3. It was in a college bathroom in Terrifier 3. Oh, still though. You think the other students want to see that crap? Apple Ricky, you think the other students want to see that crap? If I'm in college, whatever, if I was in college or whatever, and I went to the bathroom and I saw people doing that, I'd be like, bro, what the fuck? Come on, like really. Critic Chris says, no, Rick's group, not Rick's group, but which group would you prefer? One, the Commonwealth, Savior group, Claimers. I forgot all the groups, but I'm gonna go with the Commonwealth, I think. Or no, hold on, wait, which one is what's his name in? Which one is Daryl Dixon in? Hey, Critic Chris, which one is Daryl Dixon in? Which one is Daryl Dixon in? Ghost Rider Reddit says, The Walking Dead. Critic Chris says, 3 questions. Rick asks, how many walkers have you killed? How many people have you killed? Why? Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, yo, Critic Chris, which one is Daryl Dixon in? Critic Chris says Commonwealth, but mostly Rick's group overall. That's what I picked. I picked the Commonwealth. I picked the Commonwealth. Apple Ricky says, remember the video on my Instagram story of me when I was 10? That's when I wanted to be an actor. That's cool, Apple Ricky. Yeah, I remember that video. I remember. Ghost Rider Reddit says, I'm going to name it The Walking Dead. Really, bro? Why? That's already a thing. All right, guys, we're going to get into horror movie news. We're already almost at 8:20. Hey, guys, come on. Let's get it up to 20. Let's smash the thumbs up. Let's smash the thumbs up, guys. Let's get it up to 20. Let's get it up to 20. We just need 2 more, guys. Let's get it up to 20. Smash the thumbs up, guys. Critic Chris says, yeah, come on. We already read that. Ghost Rider, it says, it was typo. I'm going to name it The Living Dead. That's already a thing. Hey, Ghost Rider, that's already a thing. That's already a thing, bro. All right, guys, I want to get into the Crystal Lake news. Oh, guys, look, check it out. I got invited to a free screening of Megan 2.0. I'm hoping I get approved by Blumhouse. Hopefully they approve me so I can go see with my little sister. But yeah, guys, we're getting into the horror movie news. Hold on. Critic Chris says, my friends and I always talk. We'd keep our group small, like on the farm or secure location like prison. I told you, bro. Eventually, you gotta like not let so many people in, you know. All right, guys. So yeah. So right here on BloodyDisgusting.com, it says Crystal Lake. William Catlett joins the cast of Friday the 13th TV series. Let's read this quick. Let's read this real quick. Emo Loves Kin, do you ever get sick of all the movie characters being models and not normal, regular-looking people? The movie characters being models. What do you mean? Like the actors being like super regular, like super like good-looking people? I don't even care about all that, bro. Honestly, Emo Loves Kin, I don't even care about all that because some actors and actresses don't even look the same without makeup. They look like regular-ass people without makeup. Look at Sydney Sweeney. She looks hot in movies and stuff, but then you see her without makeup, I don't know. She looks kind of weird. So it's like, it's not really, I don't even care about it. I just like watching movies, you know? If I'm answering your question correctly, Emo Loves Kitten. Ghost Rider, it says, okay, I'm going to name it Rotten. There you go. There you go. That's something original. That's something original. Rotten. There you go. Rotten. Rotten. Critic Chris says, do you get admissions for free at Megan 2 if approved? Admission. Oh, wait. Yeah, you get in for free if you're approved. Yes. Blumhouse. Any of you guys could get approved, bro. Just sign up to Blumhouse, the Blumhouse in the van thing or whatever, and they send you updates when they're gonna have a free movie screenings. So yeah, I already sent in my request. Hopefully it gets approved, you know, so I can see Megan 2 for free. But yeah, guys, let's get into this Crystal Lake news. So yeah, it was Friday the 13th, this past Friday, 2 days ago. Happy late Friday the 13th. Hope you all spend it well. Yeah, so there was some news that dropped. There was some news that dropped for the Crystal Lake TV series that William Catlett joins the cast of Friday the 13th TV series. Let's check out what this is about. Casting is underway in the Friday the 13th TV series Crystal Lake from Peacock and A24. And Deadline reports tonight that William Catlett Abigail he's in Abigail, officially signed on. William Catlett will be starring alongside Linda Cardellini in the series. Deadline details: we hear the actor will play the part of Levin Brooks, though no other details were disclosed and the plot of the series remains under wraps. Catlett's role is said to be a major one. Linda Cardellini will be playing Mrs. Voorhees in Crystal Lake for A24 and Peacock, described as a mother who had given up a singing career to raise a special needs child and takes a dark turn when she loses her son. Her son, of course, is none other than Jason Voorhees. Crystal Lake has been described as an expanded prequel to the original Friday the 13th franchise featuring both Jason Voorhees and his mother, Pamela Voorhees. The streaming series will notably bring the Friday the 13th franchise back to life after 16 years of Jason Voorhees lying dormant at the bottom of the lake due to messy legal issues over the rights. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hell yeah, it looks like it's getting underway. I can't wait to see the first behind the scenes pictures of Crystal Lake. That's going to be interesting as hell. Something else I wanted to go over. Emo Loves Kids says, do you like PB&J, peanut butter and jelly? Yeah, why not? It's good. I like PB&J. Apple Ricky says, I would love to sign up for Blumhouse to get in one of their movies. Sign up, Apple Ricky. Follow Apple Ricky. Follow Blumhouse on Instagram. Follow Blumhouse on Instagram and then sign up for their. There's this thing. There's this new thing that they're doing. It's called something in the van. I don't know what it's called exactly, but it's Jason Blum, and he hangs out in his van. He does videos in his van, and he announces when they're gonna do giveaways, free screenings, and all that stuff. And they'll send you emails, and they'll send you emails for the free screenings. You just request that you want tickets, and hopefully you get approved. Just sign up and follow Blumhouse, Apple Ricky. Hopefully I could make a movie for Blumhouse one day, or hopefully Blumhouse, what is it called? Licenses the clown character off of me one day or something. That'll be cool. That'll be cool. If they let me direct my own clown movie at Blumhouse, that would be awesome. Critic Chris says, does it have to be specific brand of theater like AMC theaters, etc.? Nah. You just gotta make sure it's in your city. So like, what is it called? Blumhouse will send you an email, and they'll show you the list of cities that the free screening is gonna be at, and it's quite a bit of states. It's quite a bit. So if it's your state, you just click your state, and then you sign up, and that's it. It's simple. It's simple. Just follow Blumhouse on Instagram. Goes right in. It says search Succumb DXRK. I'll check it out right now, little bro. Let me just go over this important horror movie news. Critic Chris says that's great. It serves as a prequel series to the original films. Yeah, it sounds okay. I just don't know about the singing career thing because we never hear about that in any of the movies. Apple Ricky says I do follow them. Yeah. Then just Google. Apple Ricky, just go on Google and put Blumhouse in the van sweepstakes or whatever, and you'll find it. You should find it on Google. You can sign up with your email, and then they'll send you what is it called? Invitations to free movie screenings. Critic Chris says, okay, thanks. Gotta go eat. Nice talking, Frank. Take care. Take care, Critic Chris. Take care. Take care, man. Take care. Apple Ricky says, I'll do that soon. All right, cool, Apple Ricky. Let's get it up to 20, guys. We're almost there. One more. Okay, guys. And here's some other important horror movie news. Fangoria reports Friday the 13th is coming to Halloween Horror Nights with new Jason Universe haunt. Okay, I'm gonna get a ticket. I'm gonna have to get a ticket of this sometime in the next week or two. I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights this year, guys. Check it out. The Jason Universe is going to be at Halloween Horror Nights this year. The Jason Universe will be at Halloween Horror Nights this year. Hell yeah, let's read about it. Let's see if I could flip the camera in a way where you can see this. You can't do it like that. Ghost Rider Reddit says hold on. I'll search it up right now. I'll search it up, little bro. I'll search it up right now, Ghost Rider. Let me just read this horror movie news, all right? Fangoria reports that Friday the 13th is coming to Halloween Horror Nights with new Jason Universe haunt. The legendary slasher embarks on a vengeance tour around Universal Studios Hollywood and Universal Studios Florida. Halloween Horror Nights is resurrecting Jason Voorhees for a vengeance tour around Universal Studios and Universal Studios Florida with a newly announced Friday the 13th Jason Universe Horror Maze. Unveiled today as part of the Friday the 13th franchise's 40-year anniversary celebrations. Jason Universe Haunt is the third maze announced for this year's event, joining Fallout. It sounds boring. Five Nights at Freddy's. Yes, that sounds cool. As immersive experiences for the bravest of horror fans. Per an official press release, Jason Universe will take Halloween Horror Nights guests on a vengeance tour throughout the summer camp to see where it all began. From the creaking floorboards of Jason's ramshackle cabin to the decaying main lodge and the eerie forest that offers no refuge for his victims. Around every corner, fans will be inundated with infamous killer moments from Jason's heinous homicidal career as he taunts and stalks the victims who learn too late that the legend is real. New merch and limited release Friday the 13th items will also be up for grabs from June 14th right here. This year's Halloween Horror Nights event will kick off August 29th at Universal Orlando Resort and September 4th at Universal Studios Hollywood. For more information and grab tickets, head over to the official Halloween Horror Nights site. Hey, I'm already heading to the site. Hell yeah. Apple Ricky says, you're going to have an actor as a sub and a mod. Let's hope this happens. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Apple Ricky. I'm ready for it. We're all rooting for you, Apple Ricky. We're all rooting for you. Wicked Milk says you plan on doing like found footage films. Eventually, yeah. Eventually, yes. That does sound good too, Wicked Milk. That does sound good too. That does sound good too. Like, damn, imagine like my own, like, imagine a Blair Witch fan film. Wicked Milk, would you like to see a Blair Witch fan film? Now that you mentioned found footage films, would you like to see a Blair Witch fan film? Yeah, that's crazy. Ghost Rider says search it on YouTube. I already did. Hold on, I already have it right here. Wicked Milk says a Blair Witch film would be dope. Yeah, I got the whole sets all around me where I live. I already got it. I already got it, little bro. Hold on. Hold on. Damn, bro, why is my Universal Studios not working? All right. Ghost Rider edits, is this it? Ghost Rider, is this it? Let's get it up to 20, guys. Let's get it up to 20. Let's smash the thumbs up right there. Let's get it up to 20. Come on, guys. We just need one more. Let's get it up to 20. Oh, it's some anime? Let's keep smashing the thumbs up, guys. Let's get it up to 20. Come on. Let's get it up to 20. Guys, I'm trying to buy a freaking ticket to Halloween Horror Nights, but my freaking, I don't know why the site's not working. That's crazy. I don't know why the site's not working. Apple Ricky says that looks cool. The first one. That's the one I put. That's the one I put. I can't play the volume though. Come on, guys. Let's smash that thumbs up. Let's get it up to 20. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Let's get it up to 20. Let's get it up to 20. Ghost Rider said you should play it for some seconds. I am, bro, but I can't play the volume. I can't play the volume, so it doesn't think I'm trying to play the content here, you know? That's why I'm just letting the clip play real quick. Wicked Milk says, imagine found footage horror movie that's actually made by us, like users who want to participate and send creepy clips, and there's like a main character piecing them together. That sounds really interesting, bro. That sounds really interesting as hell. Wicked Milks is like trying to uncover some mystery would be dope. Yeah, bro, that would be cool as hell, right? That would be cool as hell. Damn, dude, I'm trying to buy my freaking Halloween Horror Nights ticket. It says it's 81 bucks. I'll buy it like in a few weeks. Ghost Rider Edit says, am I the only one who hasn't liked it? Yes, Ghost Rider. Yes, smash the thumbs up, Ghost Rider. Get us up to 20. You're the only one who hasn't liked it. Ghost Rider, smash the thumbs up. Get it up to 20, bro. Yeah, we're at 20. Now let's get it to 21, guys. Let's get it to 21. Let's get it up to 21 now, guys. Ah, who took it off? Whack. But yeah, guys, yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be sick though. I'm trying to get my ticket for Halloween Horror Nights, but I don't know what's up with I don't know if the site's down or something. Ghost Rider, it says I took it off. You're a jerk, bro. Put it back, Ghost Rider. Come on. So more people can see the live stream when it goes up. Put it back, Ghost Rider. But yeah, guys, yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, it's sick. 636. Ghost Rider says, "Why is bro staring at me from the screen?" I'm not. I'm looking through all the comments, seeing if I didn't miss anything. Bro, why'd you take it off again? You're whack, man. Look, I'm trying to get tickets for Halloween Horror Nights, but I don't know why the site's down. Put it back. Put it back. All right, guys, I'm gonna be cutting the live at 6:40 today. All right, I'll be cutting the live at 6:40, guys. So if you guys got any last questions, ask them now. Ask them now, because I won't be going live until Horror Talk Wednesdays on Wednesday. We're gonna be cutting the live at 6:40. We got what, like 3 minutes? We got 3 minutes. Hey, put it back, bro. We got 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes, and I'm cutting the live already. We got 2 minutes left, guys. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And I'm cutting the live already. 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. Mr. Strick Killer says, "What's up?" Wicked Milk says, "Houston, we have a problem here." What's the problem, guys? What's the problem? What's the problem here? Wicked Milk, what's the problem, bro? The problem is that I'm trying to freaking buy a ticket for Halloween Horror Nights and the freaking site is down. Wicked Milk says the gun was right there, man. The gun? What do you mean the gun? The gun? The gun? No, I don't have a gun. Or what, like Nirvana? Oh, Wicked Milk, Stu Mocker calls. Yeah, I forgot. When he leaves the gun on the table and then Gail gets it. And like, I left it right there, man. Where is it? And then Gail's like, right here, fucker. And she points it at them. And then Billy's like, I thought she was dead. And Stu was like, she looked dead, man. Yeah, I remember now. We got 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. 1 minute. I'm cutting the live, all right, guys? 1 minute. So ask any last questions you got, because I won't be going live until Wednesday, guys. I won't be going live again until Wednesday. Hard Talk Wednesdays. Hard Talk Wednesdays on Wednesday, guys. So ask your last question before I go. Good night. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, guys, hell yeah. I can't wait to go to Halloween Horror Nights this year. That's going to be badass. So I'm probably going to end up going to that if I don't go to the convention, man. I'm probably going to end up buying the NECA Chucky doll. And what is it called? And going to Halloween Horror Nights instead. Wicked Milk says, bro, please post more BTS pics, Friday the 13th film you're making. Yeah, for sure, bro. Hell yeah. There's going to be more BTS stuff coming for Friday the 13th. More stuff. I'm about to post the hockey mask too as well. I'm about to post the first hockey mask as well. I'm making 2 of them, but I'm about to post the first one. Ghost Rider says, do you know what Smash or Pass? What is Smash or Pass? Yes, bro, I know what that is. Hey, it's smash the thumbs up again. Ghost Rider, stop taking it off. Stop taking it off. Ghost Rider, smash the thumbs up again. And yeah, Wicked Milk, you're going to be seeing a lot of behind the scenes of Friday the 13th in the coming weeks here. All right, guys, thank you so much, Hollywood Horror Film Club, Ghostface, and Michael Myers Collectors, for joining me here on the channel for another live stream here on, Hollywood Horror Film Club, Horror Sundays, episode 25. Like I always say, please smash the like and subscribe button. It really helps out in the algorithm. Smash the bell notification to be notified when I go live or upload new videos here on the channel. Hit the comments below. Share these videos with everyone you know. Follow me on Instagram for more horror content. Link down in the description of this live. If you'd like to leave a donation to the channel, Cash App link down in the description of this live. If not, just keep smashing the thumbs up right there, guys. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday, all right? Everyone take care. Later, y'all.